Are you a pregnant student and you're wondering how you're going to juggle between being a wife, a student, and now an expectant mom? Then this video is for you, as I aptly titled it, How to Navigate as a Pregnant Student. My name is Sandra Ezeji Anyaele. I am your marriage foundation coach. As always, I want to welcome all those that have subscribed to my channel, and I also implore those that have not yet subscribed to my channel to please do so, because this is a life-changing channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you tips that will help you to navigate as a pregnant student. Like I said in my last video, this series that I'm doing is like chronicles about my life as a married student. So what I am teaching you is something that I know that will help you, because it also helped me. But before I go on, I want to place a caveat. What I am teaching you, or what the tips I am giving you, you must not follow all. You must not take all, because these ones are applicable to me. But I know that as a pregnant woman, anywhere around the world, there are things synonymous with pregnancy. I want to start by telling you that every pregnancy is different. Yes, every pregnancy is different. And because every pregnancy is different, it also means that everyone is different. The way I felt it might be different from the way you will feel it. The first thing I want you to know as a pregnant student is for you to give yourself lots and lots of grace. What do I mean by that? You know, as a pregnant student, before you even got pregnant, there were things you were doing as a student. Yes, the way you read, the way you wake up very early in the morning, things that students do, you were doing all those. But now that you are pregnant, your body is adapting to a different system, so to speak. So you have to give yourself lots of grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't start blaming yourself. Don't start saying, hi, I used to do this, but now I cannot do it. You don't have to do that. That is why I said you have to give yourself lots and lots of grace. Yes, so that you don't hurt yourself by yourself. Now, another thing you need to do is to find a good hospital. Yes, find a good hospital where you can register, because anything can happen. It must not be bad thing. Yes, we must not be when bad thing happen that you go to hospital. No, there are routine checkups. You will not say because you are in school, you don't want to give birth in school. You will not say, I have already registered where my husband is staying, so anytime I am due, I can move to where my husband is and I'll be delivered of my baby there. No, you don't have to do that. You have to, be smart about it. Being smart means that anywhere you are schooling, look for a good hospital and register with them. Is very important, because as a student, this is your first time as a pregnant person, so you don't know everything you need to know. You are still learning. Your body is still adapting to a lot of changes. It is better when you register with the hospital, so that when you go there, they already know you. They already have your file. They will know how to attend to you. So registering in a good hospital is another tip that you should not take for granted. Then again, you should break down the way you read. Yes, you heard me right. You cannot be reading the same way you were reading when you were not pregnant. I also know that some people are very strong usually when they are pregnant. But like I said, because their body is adapting to a new system, so to speak, you don't even know. No woman knows how her pregnancy will be. Yes, no woman until you are pregnant. So now this is your first pregnancy and you are adapting to a lot of things. It is better that you give yourself the opportunity of doing things slowly. Slowly until you get to where you're going. Don't say, before I got pregnant, I used to read 10 hours at a stretch. No. If your body does not permit you to read 10 hours at a stretch, please don't harm yourself. Don't force it, because by the time you force it, you might be creating a lot of problems, and you wouldn't want that. Seek help. That is another thing you should do. Seek help. When I was in school, when I got pregnant, my husband had to bring somebody. Yes, I had a help. But if you don't want to have an external help, you can seek help within the school environment. Where you are staying, you can now see why I talked about in my first video, how to cope as a married student. I'll put the link up there. You might as well go and watch it, because there I say one of the things you will do is to live outside the campus. Have you seen how important it is for you to live outside the campus? Because now that you are pregnant, what you will now do is to seek help from within the school. Where you are staying, you can talk to, if it is the landlady, you can talk to the landlady. If the landlady is staying in the apartment where you live, in the same environment with you, you can talk to the landlady. Make friends with the landlady, because obviously this landlady, she might have children and she will have one or two things to tell you, because you are going to be a new mom. So some of these things you don't know. Don't say because I am a student. or because I am in the university and maybe this woman did not go to school, you neglect her, you look down on her. No, there is something about every mother. Even if you have given birth 10 years ago, you still have something to tell a new mom. That is the truth. So don't look down on anybody. Don't say, she's not in my class. I am in the university. She has not been to university. No, this is not the time for you to do that. Make friends with her. Ask her questions. You can ask her to get you a help. Somebody that can be coming maybe weekends if you don't want to get a living helper. When I was in school, the person I had was living with me. Like I said, it's not everything I say here or all the tips I give you that you would take, but I am putting it out there so that you will understand that you can really navigate if you do a proper planning. After getting help, even your classmates can also help you. Don't feel too big or too proud and tell yourself that I am now a married woman and I am now pregnant. They are not married, so you now leave them. No, you still have to make friends with them, because now they will go to lectures more often than you, because sometimes you will get up and you will be tired. Some days when I was in school, I will feel like not going to school, but I had good friends that were of help to me. I will plead with them. I will beg them. I say, please. Some of them, I will beg them. I say, when you are coming back, pass through my house, and I will ask them, how did it go? What did you people learn today? I say, please brief me. Yes, you can do that. This is not the time for you to, gather enemies. This is the time for you to have friends, good friends that can actually help you. And I also had a classmate that was, that had a baby before I even got married. So she was also of help. I had to go and meet her. I had to ask her questions, and she was helping me. So don't feel too big. Some people, when they are married, they feel that they are above every other person. That is not right. This is not the time for you to do that. Remember, as a student, your studies is also at stake. So why being a mom, why being a wife? There is also your academics, so you don't have to joke with it. So you need these people to help you. Yes, they will help you. Again, as a pregnant student, some days you will be strong. Some days you will not be strong. So the days you are not strong, use the days you are strong to make up for those days. What do I mean? The days you are strong, you can decide to go for lectures and stay for as long as you want. No problem. But the days you are not strong, please don't force it. You don't have to force it, because you might be harming yourself. Now, when you go for lectures, please, I beg of you, you have to sit comfortably. Sitting comfortably means you don't have to squeeze yourself in, maybe because you came late for lectures or something. If you have made good friends with your classmates, I can assure you that they will help you. In fact, some of them will even stand up for you to sit down. You have to be comfortable as you are sitting there. And don't be too shy to stay put if you are feeling uncomfortable. After staying for a long time, some lectures take longer hours. If you are tired or you are not comfortable again, you are free to get up and go out and stretch your legs a bit and then come back. Have you seen why it is good for you to have good classmates? Make friends with your classmates. Don't be too proud, because if you are too proud, they will leave you. Even if you are hurting, they will leave you and they will be looking at you. Don't say, I am now married, I am now pregnant, I don't need anybody, I am now above everybody. No, you don't have to do that. You are still a student. Forget that you are married. You are still a student. I am saying this because sometimes people forget the fact that they are a student first, because you are a student. That is why you are in the school environment. You went there to study. So forget about the fact that you are not married or you are not pregnant. You need people. You need help. You cannot do it all by yourself. Yes, that is the truth. Another thing you need to do is to be conscious of your physical and mental health. Yes. Some women, when they are pregnant, they just abandon themselves. I know that pregnancy comes with a lot of changes. Yes, I know that very well. But you have to still help yourself. Personal hygiene is very crucial, because you have to be neat as a pregnant woman. You have to be conscious of your mental health. You don't have to bug yourself with a lot of things. You don't need too much stress, because whatever you are doing will affect you and it will affect your baby. When you are pregnant, that is the time that you have to be very close to your husband, even though he is not there with you in the school. You people can arrange it. He should be visiting as often as possible, because you are going to be a new mom. It is an entirely new responsibility. You don't know about it. You are just experiencing it. He too is also experiencing it. That's why they say that if a woman is pregnant, the husband is also pregnant. If possible, he should be visiting every week. You should not be the one plying the road all the time, or even flying. It is not good for you, because you need sufficient rest. You need to rest. Yes, you need to. Because if you don't rest, whatever you do might affect you. It might also affect your baby. And you wouldn't want that to happen. Another thing you should also do is to make sure that whatever that is happening to you, you have the contact number of your doctor. Very important. Don't say, Anytime I go to the hospital, I'll speak with my doctor. There could be an emergency. It could be in the middle of the night, so that you have someone to call. If you don't have the contact number of your doctor, you can have the contact number of a nurse. Be friendly with people. This is the time for you to be friends with people. When you go to the hospital, make friends with people. The nurses, the people that check your BP, the people that write your card, make friends with people. Collect their contact number. I did that a lot and it helped me. Do not say until I am sick or until I'm feeling somehow. That is the time I'll go to the hospital. Delay can be dangerous. Another thing that you should be doing is to read. Read books about pregnancy. Read good books about pregnancy. Yes, one of the things that helped me also was because I was reading. In fact, sometimes when I go to the hospital and I will ask my doctor some questions, he's like, Mrs. Anyaele, are you a medical student? And I will say, no, I'm reading. I read because I want to know what is happening to me. I want to be sure that I am doing the right thing. I want to also be sure that I am not putting my health in harm's way. You understand? You have to do that. I must put it out there. I took in some months after my wedding. Yes, that was how it happened. Honestly speaking, I was not even expecting it, but it happened. Now, if it's possible, while you are discussing the number of kids you will have, you can as well talk about it. When should we start having our babies? Is it after I graduate? Or should we have a child while I'm still in school? You people should consider it. Don't say because, a friend of yours had a baby while in school, you must have a baby when you are in school. You don't have to do that. Now, talking about your marriage, you are in school. Now you are pregnant. In the scenario I said, you are trying to, juggle between being a wife, because first of all, you are a wife before, being an expectant mom. Now, what will help you to really cope very well is the level of communication you have with your husband. Do not say because you are in school and that you are pregnant that you delegate everything to your husband. He might not be able to do all those things that you people discuss, those things that you people talked about in the foundation of your marriage. Please, you will continue doing all those things. The only difference is there's going to be an adjustment in something because now you are an expectant mom. But please, you have to be up to date with the things you people talked about. The way your family will run, do not let being a student be a barrier. The way your family will run, you will still be talking. Each time your husband comes visiting, you people will still talk about it. Even if he's not around, you should keep him abreast with the latest development. The things you want him to do, the things he wants you to do, you people should be communicating. It is communication that will help you people to, really navigate. Because this period, you are thinking about a lot of things, and he should be there for you. He should be your support system. And you should also not make things difficult for him, because there's a way you will be behaving, and he will feel that the pregnancy is now a burden instead of being a blessing. So I implore you to put your husband in your shoes also when you are doing certain things, because it will also help. Another thing that will help you is to talk to your lecturers about your condition. Yes, you have to. You have to tell them. Don't say, no, I don't want anybody to know that I am pregnant. Let me tell you the truth, sweetheart. You cannot hide pregnancy. Maybe at the early stage, they will not know because your stomach will not be showing there. But after a while, it will show. So the earlier you tell them, the better. So that, they will relieve you of some things. If, for instance, they give an assignment, if others are submitting after a day, they can extend yours to 2 days. So you have to tell your lecturers. Yes, tell your lecturers your condition so that they will also help. That is also part of help. Don't close your mouth. Don't say, I don't want anybody to know. I want to surprise them. They will just see a baby. No, you don't do that. The next thing I want to really talk about is taking your routine drugs seriously. Because as a student, you need to be strong. And the baby developing in your womb has to be healthy. So don't say, I'm a student, I don't have time to go to hospital. I don't have time to take my drugs. No, don't be a lazy pregnant student. You have to take your routine drugs seriously because you have to be strong in order for you to read and understand. You have to be strong to come out with good grades. You have to be strong to give birth to a healthy baby. You also have to be alive to carry your baby. And you can only be alive when you take your routine drugs, when you are not sick, because sickness, if you have complications during labor, it might lead to another story. And I wouldn't want that to happen to you. Now, if you were a pregnant student, please, let's have your thoughts in the comment section. What were the things you did? How did it help? Please, let's have it in the comment section so that people will also learn. Yes, that's the essence of this video. I am saying it in order to inspire someone out there that you can be pregnant and still be a good student. You can be pregnant and still be a good wife. You can be pregnant and still, hold on to your family. Your marriage will also be as strong as you want it to be. Pregnancy should not be an excuse, my darling. I did it and I know you can do it. So if this video has made sense to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Share this video. Share it so that as many people as possible will, get to see this video as you have done, because it will benefit them. So that going forward, they will know how to navigate as a wife, a student, and an expectant mom. Turn on your notification button so that anytime I upload a new video such as this, you will be the first to know. I love you so very much, and I will see you in my next video.